I got to be honest with you. This was the biggest story of the week. By a mile. Like, it's one of those stories where your mom texts you like, oh, are you going to watch that? I saw this on the news. Like, Donald Trump, the 45th and now the 47th president of the United States, former host of The Apprentice, WWE Hall of Famer, noted UFC fan, announcing at a rally. Why is he holding rallies as president? I don't know. But he's holding a rally on, I believe, July 4th or July 3rd. And he said that next year will be the 250th anniversary of the United States. Hey, the ball, the eagle flying over, rock flag at eagle, that sort of thing. That's the vibe for this. America, fuck yeah. Okay?
And the gun getting shot off in the background.
Gun, yeah, exactly. Shooting it straight up in the air. So, oh my God. Not at an angle, just shooting straight up.
By the way, I did see a Snapchat video of someone on 4th of July maybe, allegedly, discharging a firearm into the grass of their backyard. Maybe, allegedly,
possibly. Is it somebody we know?
It could have been AI. I'm not confirming or denying if I saw a weapon get discharged in someone's backyard.
I think it was AI though.
I think it was AI. I think it was maybe like G2RP, like some of that new kid shit.
Yeah, dude. It's like every 4th of July, my favorite thing is to pull up SnapMap and then I go to St. Louis. This is like a 5 or 6 year tradition now, and then it's just. There was one year, like in 2020, it was like 20 minutes of just snaps of just people shooting off in the air with AK-47s.
But I was going to say, have you ever gone to Kansas City during 4th of July? I did several years ago.
No, like once. Yeah.
Dude, it looks like war happened. You can't see anything. There's that much smoke.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. I mean, people were firing off shit over here, man. It's like, wow,
Like, dude, you're not even supposed to over here. People did not give a fuck these past years.
Dude, they did it right out in front of my front yard. I almost went out and yelled at it, dude. It was a whole thing. That's a whole other discussion.
You didn't even tell me.
And I love the celebrations. I actually like fireworks. But you can't pick the parking lot, motherfucker. You had to do it on my front lawn, bro. Like,
it's like literally right in front of here.
Dude. Like our car is parked on the fucking side of the street, and then like we hear this big bang.
There's a fucking M80 outside.
Yeah, dude, like, what the fuck? So, anyways, that's another story. Donald Trump, like I said earlier, noted UFC fan, president of the United States, former host of The Apprentice, WWE Hall of Famer, announcing during a July 3rd rally that the UFC will be holding an event on the White House lawn for next year's 4th of July.
Yeah! Woo! Fuck yeah, dude!
America! Woo! Yeah, man. So, yeah, I guess. I love healthcare, but I mean...
We just needed the U.S. government to fund a whole UFC event.
Yeah. So White House lawn, it's going to be... Because it's the two... So
UFC White House.
Yeah. It's not. They're gonna make like how they made the Fight Island shirts. Like it's just gonna be the White House,
all fucking blue, white, and red themed.
Oh my god, they're gonna make so much money off of this. So
fucking bastards, dude.
Because it's the 250th. We're not just doing this for any reason, Angel. It's totally not. We're not just shoehorning.
By the way, I love how it's like you're either on one end or the other. You're like, dude, fuck yeah, or you're
like, this is idiocracy.
This is tacky. It's fucking.
And you know what's funny? This is so. I've seen our comment section whenever we talk about anything that's even adjacent to this sort of stuff. They're like, what are you, a fucking liberal? Like every time. I don't hate this, Angel. I really don't hate it. I'm going to be honest with you. Is it a little bit clown world? Yes. But is this like, dude, there's way more problems with this administration than the UFC putting an event on the White House lawn.
Like, you still think I don't give a fuck? It's for my entertainment. Like I was listening to MK talk about this, and like they were kind of like, dude, what the fuck?
I mean, it is a what the fuck moment. I get that,
but now I'm kind of like, I mean, if I can get a banger out of it,
you're like, I might get John Aspinall out of this. I mean, which by the way, never gonna happen. I'm not even gonna. I know John said that like, oh, I might come out of retirement. We didn't actually include this in the rundown. He's back in the USADA pool. He's gone for 2 weeks. USADA, the drug-free sport pool, whatever. USADA just rolls off the tongue easier. But yeah, he's back in the pool. Connor said he'll fight. Chandler said he'll fight. And here's kind of my thought process on this, right? I am trying to take I'm a glass half full type of guy. You know what I mean? Like in a way, is this just more laundering and propaganda? Absolutely. Of course it is. It's sports washing, it's whatever you want to put it. Same time though, man, I'm somebody who watched this sport, like whenever I started watching the sport, wasn't even fully legalized in America. Like, and 15 years later, literally 15 years, I started watching in 2011, boom. This is like every president has a sport, right? Obama went to NBA games. You know what I mean? Like, I guess Biden didn't really have one.
Yeah,
You
he
know what
like
I mean?
water. You know, he like water polo, right?
Yeah. Nixon, like,
I just said it's a joke, but
okay, well, fun. I'm sure he did or some shit, something weird. Badminton. No, but Richard Nixon loved football, for example. You know what I mean? Like, these guys have this thing. Trump, for whether you like him or hate him, he's the combat sports president. He's been promoting boxing matches since the 80s. Like, that just is who he is. So,
and not even just that, but also like helped host UFC events too back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, they overstate his importance to the early years. They're like, oh man, he saved the UFC. Well, I mean, like, he let him hold like 3 events whenever they were struggling to find venues, but like they weren't gonna die out if that didn't happen. He did still help him, and that's why he has such a that's why they made that whole documentary like 10 years ago, whatever. Point being, man, I'm of two minds about it, but I'm choosing for right now until the card starts getting built to take the glass half full approach. I'm going to try and be positive because it is true that we might get a great card out of it. Some people I've saw are like, don't you think it'll just be like kind of a meh card because this is just they can't really profit off of it?
I feel like they gotta stack it, dude.
Yeah, and I feel like people are wrong about that, man. Because like, let's be honest, this is going to be on pay-per-view probably. That or it's going to be free, and either way.
Well, dude, we still don't know where the fuck the UFC is going to go as far as streaming services. There's a lot of theories.
We still don't know.
That's why I haven't even renewed my ESPN subscription for another year, dude. Yeah. I've been paying monthly just because I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, what's the point of me paying for a year and then they're not going to be on ESPN? Yeah, motherfuckers, you aren't going to get me. Yeah, you ain't going to get me.
We're not getting that auto-renewal bullshit. So here's what I'm going to say about the UC White House thing, man. I'm of two minds about it, but here's what I'm going to ask you. Do you think it's going to be kind of what are your expectations? Great, because the way they're hyping this up, the UC's already put out stuff about it. They're already confirming it. It's Conor saying he wants to fight. John wants to fight. You know what I mean? Like every major star, U.S. adjacent one.
I mean, if they're going to do it, and then granted, there's a lot of things that we don't know. Like we don't know how they're going to set it up. Is it going to be on the grounds? Is it not going to be on the grounds? Like they're saying it's going to be on the grounds, but is it really?
Yeah.
And they want to have people there. Are they really going to let people into the UFC grounds? Is it be only limited? Is it be like a UFC or like a ring NYC scenario? Where it's not like necessarily open like that.
Yeah.
Like, what is the whole... We don't know. There's too much in the air right now where we don't know how the fuck this shit's going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be a list? Like, are you going to be able to buy your tickets? And it's going to be a limited quantity, but you have to go through, like, some intensive screening, which you should, obviously. We're talking about the President of the United States and the White House, and I'm assuming all the people that will be there from his cabinet as well, and whoever else, maybe some foreign entities that decide to show up, I'm sure maybe... They'll, be like, hey, we're gonna have this event. Maybe you should come. Look, because they want to look good. It's a thing. Let's just be honest. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I am imagining they're gonna make it big. It's gonna have major names on it. But they even posed a question: is like, are they gonna do all American fighters versus American fighters, or are we gonna be like funny and do like Russia versus USA? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
What are we gonna do here? It's actually a genuinely good question. You know what I mean?